Good morning. It's Tuesday the 12th of April. Welcome to my messy bedroom. Should have tidied up before I pressed on, shouldn't I? It's very grey outside. I've not opened the blind yet, but I can see it's very, very grey. I'm hoping that this week is going to be better than last week, because last week was probably the worst week in the shop I've had for a very long time. So thank you to you, those of you that ordered on my website, those that I can remember. It's Julie, Alison and Hayley. Thank you, very much appreciated. Which reminds me, if you order small things like brooches or necklaces that fit in like a large letter rather than a parcel, then what I tend to do is refund you the extra postage back to your PayPal. So if you're thinking of ordering a brooch, for instance, and it's £4.50 postage, when I post it, as long as it'll go large letter, I then refund you like £2 for the extra postage that you've paid. So what's the plans today? I've made a list, but most of it's very boring. Usual stuff. I've got a few bits to show. We did go to the car boot on Sunday, but it was really disappointing. That's 2 weeks on the trot at that car boot, which is really usually one of my favourites, and it was very disappointing, so we will see. But my daughter's home, so that's great news, and she's here for 3 weeks. So things that I did at the weekend, we didn't do a lot. We went to Aldi. You've seen that if you looked at my what's new in Aldi, well, Easter in Aldi. There's so many Easter things. I mean, Easter gonks, is that even a thing? Some of it's really naff. I just think that I'm not keen on too many decorations that I feel like are going to go to landfill, which is my great objection to Halloween, because that is just a plastic tap that all goes to landfill. And I feel like Easter is going that way as well. It's fair enough if you're going to keep everything and get it out every year, but if you're getting new stuff every year and just chucking it away, to me it just feels a bit of a waste. But did you see the cute little dinosaur, or was it a dragon? I think it was a dinosaur. It was like a melt in a mug chocolate thing, but it was so cute. And they still had the huge hot cross buns as well. I didn't buy one of those. So we went to car boot on Sunday, and that was it really. Didn't do anything else. What did I watch on telly? Oh, I was watching that Vikings thing that's on Netflix. I finished watching that. It was basically just lots of fighting and shouting. It was all right. Apart from that, I haven't really watched anything. Not worth talking about anyway. I like to watch absolute rubbish on Alibi, because that's my favourite channel. Hudson and Rex, where all the detecting is done by an Alsatian dog. Quality TV. Do you want to go out? Sit down nicely then. Sit. 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 Too excited. Come on, sit down. My carpet's filthy. Sit. Sit. Mrs. Wigglebum. You go this way? You don't like it this way, do you? It's very grey. Bit of a non-day. Quick seed update before I go down. Look at the size of these sunflowers. But look, you can see these shoots pushing up the soil. It's amazing, isn't it? You look comfortable. Here's the tomatoes. They don't seem to have grown quite as much. It's gone 10 o'clock and I am in the shop. I bought some planter things from the car boot, not this Sunday, the Sunday before. I can't remember if I told you. Anyway, the guy that I got them from, we asked him to make us some more, so I've got them for sale. So I've put those outside. I've got another of the tiered ones in the backyard, but once I have to drag it out from the backyard around the front, so it's not that easy to move, so just one at a time is fine. I had the lights changed on Friday, so I've had all my fluorescent tubes, bar a few, changed to these LEDs, and he's coming back at the end of this week to finish off the last few. The light's really different, it's whiter. That one over there in the window is still the old fluorescent tube, and you can see that that is kind of more yellow in colour to that. So it feels really weird. It's sort of a different light, so I've got to get used to it. And as I say, he's coming back to finish off the last few at the end of the week. These flowers are hanging on. I mean, they're past their absolute best, but they still look good enough to leave out for a little bit longer. Just took out a couple of dead ones. Really pleased with that. What else have I got to show you? So things that I picked up from the car boot, and I got some glassware brought into the shop at the end of the week as well, which I can show you. That's about it. Are you ready for the smallest haul ever? So I got Monopoly. I wonder if that'll come off. Anyway, Monopoly, Mastermind. I got a couple of planters. I got this one, I thought was a nice colour. Can't see a maker on there, it's probably a modern one, but it's still a nice one. I got this nice studio pottery one. Has that got a maker on it? Can't see it, but it's a nice one, isn't it? A couple of studio pottery mugs. So this one says Otterton Mill, which is just down the road. And then this one just says the beer mug. I thought they were quite nice. There you go, there's the maker there. And I got a little bud vase as well. I got this little basket. I suppose you could keep sewing bits in there. An elephant, can't resist an elephant. It's made out of some sort of stone, or I don't know. Feels cold like stone. Anyway, trunk's up, so that's good news. A little vase and a toast rack thing. Lurpak ones. And that, apart from one other thing, is everything I got. That is the other thing I got. And considering that there were 3 of us in the car, it was a little bit of a tight squeeze. So one of my jobs today is to find a home for those shelves. Quite a hefty size. I'm just gonna do my magic, move furniture around and find a space, because shelves are always so useful. I just don't like to let them go. So I'm thinking the shelves are going to go here somewhere, but that means moving all of that stuff to make space and then finding somewhere to put it all. Okay, so I've put the shelves here, which gives me more space for things there, and those I had empty. And then round here I've moved those to there, and at the front here I've moved this desk to the front, and then brought this basket down from the front, and just put this on top of that little table. So I think it looks all right. Now I have got some shelf space down the end that I can use to hopefully clear some of this clutter hanging around. I've done that, and I'm looking around the shop and I feel like it's all looking really bitty. It's where I've made a nice display and then I've sold a few things and shoved something else in its place, and nothing quite looks how I like it. So I think today is going to be a day of sorting out sections so they look up to the standard that I like. Sometimes when I have a good move around, it all feels good, but this time I'm just not quite feeling it. So I'm not quite sure. I feel like I need to do a really good move around of stuff, not necessarily furniture, and the shelves might be fine there, but the things that are on it I probably need to rethink again. But don't know if I've got the energy for that, so it's just a big job. Yeah, but I have managed to sort of clear some spaces on top of things where all things had started to collect. But I'm not happy with how my shop's looking at the moment. And these bright lights are showing off the dust that the electrician created when he changed my light fittings. So there's bits of like flaky ceiling dust and things like that all over things. So it's all looking a bit tatty in my opinion. It's not good enough. I don't know what's wrong with me today. It's like I've lost my touch of doing displays. I'm just moving stuff around and I'm not happy with any of it. So I think I'm just going to leave it and do it on a day when I'm feeling more creative maybe. I don't know, it's just not coming together. It's about 20 to 3, I think, and I've got really nowhere today. I thought there's no customers, I'll get on with moving furniture around, and I did do that, but my displays, I talked to that, it's not working. Although I did do a little display of elephants over there. Can you see? I'll zoom in a minute. They were over here. It wasn't like, then I had the teapots there. I wasn't liking the teapots there. I've decided to do a little owl collection. And because the elephants are too big and the elephants are over there. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, display's just not happening today. So I thought, oh, I'll do some listing on my website. I spent a lot of time watching the little round thing going round and round while I started to have steam out my ears going, why won't you just upload a photo? Joys of being self-employed. Right, so I'm going to sign off because if it carries on the way the day is today, I'll be tearing my hair out and getting very angry, and nobody needs to see that. So look after yourselves, take care, stay safe, and I will see you very soon.